Welcome, students. In this class, today we are discussing, we are continuing our discussion on canonical max term and min term notation in decimal form. We'll take one example. F is equal to x bar y, y z. Now, this following function given, if you observe, it has got x in complemented form, y, and then z. Y and z are in uncomplemented form, and x in complemented form. Now we need to derive an expression for canonical min term expression and then write in decimal notation. So every term that you are writing for a function, it should involve either in complemented or uncomplemented form all the three input variables x, y, z. So what we are doing is x bar y, z is missing, we are adding z plus z bar. Here yz is there, x is not there, x plus x bar we are adding. So we are expanding and we are writing x bar y z, x bar y z bar, x y z, x bar y z. Now here if you observe, first term and the last term both are same. You retain any one term, one of the term you can neglect. Retain only one term. And later on you write x bar means 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. So this data we have derived from x bar y z. X in complemented form we represent 0, y and z as 1, 1. Here x bar is in complemented form, so 0, z is also in complemented form 0, y. So here we can write this 0, 1, 1 in decimal as 3. This term has 2 in decimal and has 7. So if you want to write canonical min term expression in decimal notation, that is using summation, simplest form of representing canonical min term expression. So decimal notation means we are representing with the help of summation only. So here you can write 2, 3, 7. For the same example, if you are asked to write canonical max term form equation, so here we can write in max term, this is min term expression. Min term expression in decimal notation. Max term expression in decimal notation can be written f is equal to pi starting from 0 to 7. 0 to 7. Why? Because since there are 3 input variables are involved, so you can number combinations, row numbers starting from 0 to 7. So 8 different combination when you number from 0 to 7. So out of 8 combinations, 2, 3, 7 for which output is 1 is indicated. For remaining combinations output is 0. So those combinations we have to write. The combinations of input x, y, z for which output remains 0, that we need to collect. That means except 237, starting from 0 to 7, remaining numbers we need to collect and write. So 0, 1, 2 is there, 3 is there, leave it. 4, 5, 6, 7 is there, completed. So this is canonical max term expression in decimal notation, or pi using pi, here using summation, min term expression in decimal notation. We'll see one more example. Say second example. Say suppose you are given f expression as a bar plus b, b bar plus c. Here you need to add a bar b plus c bar. 1, if say suppose c is 1, c bar will be 0, and if you add these two, this term will become 0. So we are adding, a and b are there, c is missing here, so we are adding c bar. It won't change the expression. And one more, b bar plus c, here we are adding a bar. Now if you observe here and if you expand these terms which involves a, b, c, so this can be written as a plus a bar plus b, if I consider together as one term. So this term plus c, this term plus c bar, we can expand like that. A bar plus b plus c, a bar plus b plus c bar. This also can be expanded, a plus b bar c, a bar b bar. Now here also you can write a bar here complemented in as 1, uncomplemented as 0, 1 0 0. A bar plus b plus c bar, here you can write 1 0 1. Here we can write one more term. In decimal, if you want to write, this will be 4 in decimal, 5 in decimal, 2 in decimal, 6 in decimal. So if you combine 2, 4, 5 and 6, this is your canonical max term expression in decimal notation using pi. If you are asked to write for same example canonical min term expression, this is max term expression in decimal. min term in decimal. So suppose if you want to write, that can be written as f summation 2456 for which output remains 0 for remaining combinations, and this is 3 input variable function a b c, so it starting from 0 to 7. So for the remaining combination, for combinations 2 4 5 6, output remains 0, and remaining 4 combination output remains 1 input combinations. So 0 1 2 is there, 3 4 5 6 is there, 7. So 0 1 3 7, for these combinations output remains high, for these combination output remains low. Collecting 2 4 5 6 and writing, this is known as canonical max term expression in decimal notation. And collecting for the combination for which output remains high, we can call it as canonical min term in decimal notation using summation. Next, we begin our discussion with Karnaugh map. Karnaugh maps. Boolean functions can be diagrammatically represented by means of Karnaugh maps. A Karnaugh map is drawn such that each row in the table corresponds to a cell in the map. You can observe Karnaugh maps based on the number of input variables. It is one of the alternative method to simplify the Boolean expressions. If you consider one input variable function f of a involves only one variable a, output function f. This is output, a is input, and a can have value 0 or 1, two values in binary values. When a is 0, output should be 1, output is 1 here, and when a is 1, output is 0, so not get. You consider truth table for a two input function. A function involves two inputs a and b, f a comma b. So here for binary you will get four different combinations, 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, four different combinations, and each input combination is represented as cell number in Karnaugh map. Those cell numbers are 0 1 2 3. Similarly, if you observe three input variable function, so it has got 0 to 7, 8 different combinations, and each input combination which involves a b c is represented as a cell in Karnaugh map, and f represents the output. Similarly, a four variable function, here also there are 16 combinations possible starting from 0 to 15. So each input combination is represented as cell number, and function f it involves four variables a b c d. Now we'll try to draw a Karnaugh map for the function. So we start our analysis. Say one variable, it involves one variable k map. So one variable k map, it involves two cells. First cell is numbered as 0, the second cell is numbered as 1. So here I can write a bar, input is a, so cell number is 0, then a, when input becomes 1, so correspondingly output you can enter. So when a is 0 means what? A bar. When a is 0, what is the output? 1. When a is 1, what is the output? 0. We can enter. Then two variable function, it involves four cells in Karnaugh map. It involves 4 cells in Karnaugh map A and B. So here I can write A bar A, B bar B. So A bar B bar, A is also 0, B is also 0. Cell number is 0. A is 0, B is 1. A is 0, B is 1. Cell number should be 1. A is 1, B is 0. Cell number 2. A1, B1. So cell number 3. Correspondingly, you can enter the output. For a 0, 0 combination, that is cell number 0, output is 0 in this case. Then for 0, 1 and 1, 0, output is 1. For 1, 1, it is 0. So a function f which involves two variables, a two variable K-map can be written like this. Three variable K-map. It involves 8 cells. Output function f. A bar A, here I can write B bar C bar 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. This can also be alternatively written as A value can take 0 or 1, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Here also, in above example also, instead of A bar A, I can write 0 1. B bar B, we can write 0 1. Now you enter the values. For combination 0 1 1, cell number 3, first we will number the cells. A bar B bar C bar, cell number is 0. A bar B bar C, cell number is 1. Cell number is 1. A bar BC, A bar BC, cell number is 3. Cell number is. So what you have to observe is for 0 0 0 0, 0 0 1 1, 0 1 1 3, 0 1 0 2, 1 0 0 4, 1 0 1 5, 1 1 1 7, 1 1 0 6. So each cell numbers we have written in Karnaugh map like this. Now you enter output, it remains 1 for two combinations, that is 3 and 4. For cell number 3 and 4, you enter 1, remaining all cells you enter 0. Now we will see a 4 variable K-map. A 3 variable K-map involves 8 cells in Karnaugh map. A 4 variable K-map involves 16 cells in K-map. A, B, C, D. I can write 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Cell numbers you can write first. This is 0 1 3 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 12, 13, 15, 14, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you enter values for 0, 1, 2, 3. Output is 1. For 4, 5, 6, 7, output is 0. For 8, 9, 10, 11, output is 1. 12, 13, 14, 15, it is 0. Okay, today we have understood one variable, two variable, three variable and four variable Karnaugh map and identifying cell from based on the input combinations and how to write the table and how to enter the output functions in the Karnaugh map. In tomorrow's class, we'll discuss the simplification using Karnaugh maps. Thank you.